what is career burnout? How do you define it?
Good question. Career burnout's a funny one because, like, when you're burning in a career, I refer to that as the time period where you're just feeling disenchanted. And often I recognize, like for myself, and I see this with other clients, is that they don't realize they're in burnout until they're already burnt. And what I mean by that is that they've just lost any passion that they had for their career, and they've gotten to a certain point where they're just ready to throw it all aside. And usually that career burnout point is when there's been so much frustration over a period of time that and mostly frustration because someone has abandoned their self-care. And so once you step away from your self-care for so many years in a row, or so much time that's unlimited, that the burnout kind of comes on, and you just wake up and start to think, why am I doing this? And you just want to leave.
So, what are some of the signs? I mean, you just mentioned being disenchanted and feeling like you've lost your passion, but what are some other signs that you might notice your body giving you, some signals that could indicate you're going into that burnt phase?
Yeah, so for myself, like, I was experiencing hair loss. My hair was graying pretty quick. um, I was noticing a weight loss happening. um, I also noticed like being a lot more irritable. I wasn't as pleasant to be around with coworkers. I was just much more short, far less patient. Um, I also noticed kind of like just being impatient with things not moving fast enough, because I was always putting pressure on myself about not moving, not accomplishing enough fast enough. And so those types of things resulted in bad communication, that then it would just like continue the cycle of me being hard on myself and being frustrated with myself, and then that falling into my personal relationship. So my personal relationship was suffering. And so I think the signs are just like a big gray cloud all the way around. um, yeah, it's and you start to see it in your skin color, your skin tone, in many different ways.
That makes sense. Um, you mentioned abandoning self-care. Why do you think self-care is so critical for people who are in high stress or even medium kind of reasonable stress environments?
Yeah, it's just like anyone who has an electric car or any kind of electric tools, we need to charge our batteries. And by charging our batteries with self-care, it's like lighting up that inner energy, that inner vitality. And people want to be around you when you're lit up, when you're excited and you're passionate about your work, and you're resourced. What I mean by resource is you're getting enough sleep, you're eating healthy, you're getting exercise, you're doing some things, whether it's just 15 minutes to an hour a day, you're doing things just for yourself. You're lit up, you're ready to take on some work during the day. But when I was working 10, 11 hours a day, I would get into Monday and I just wasn't lit up. I was just already worn out. So that self-care is really key to how we communicate. It's really key to how you just communicate with yourself, your own inner voice. So I just found that that's a major key to just general happiness and overall well-being.